Hello everybody, my name is Patrick Courtney and I have for you Game of the Year 2015, where David Navara was playing against Wojtaszek, and this game is famous because of this maneuver. White's king on G1 will be running to F8 and H8, and what's more interesting, this will be the best position for this piece, and this will be nearly winning White's piece. So we will see a really shocking and nice game, and I hope you will enjoy this position or this game and this video. So welcome here, and we are starting from the beginning. So we are watching knight door variation, main line with bishop to e3. This line is so popular and aggressive that the main theory lines are speaking about move f3, short castle, long castle, and a really interesting and sharp middle game. Of course, we should speak about deep theory lines, and really lots of moves are well known, and it's difficult to find new ideas here because, or maybe because, David Navara played small sideline with move h3. Still a really now known move, and the main idea behind this move is to play g4 and to play with light squares bishop to g2, because black's plan is to play d5 and white wish to stop to play d5, and if he will manage to stop d5 move, he will have good advantage. So that's something what we should find in theory books, and we are going to watch this game. After g4 is the last chance for black to play d5. If now black will not play d5, he will be stopped forever with this move. So d5 still main lines, white will take, and is going to g2. It's interesting here that black will take on e3 bishop, and from now black has advantage of two bishops. That's good, and white is okay to go for endgame. You know, lots of theory books are speaking that two bishops are stronger in an endgame in open position, and for many reasons, everybody believe that black is okay here. He is in an endgame, has two bishops, has good pawn formation. So what's wrong with this position? Nothing. It's still okay for both sides, and check on h4. Maybe if now white is going to e2, I will see how these two bishops are strong, because check on c4, knight to c6, and here, exactly here, we should speak about advantage of two bishops. Open positions, too many lines, too many files, and I believe that here black is absolutely okay. But this is another position or another game. We are watching Game of the Year 2015, and here David played to f1. Still, black has two bishops, okay, and he's playing with knight to c6, knight to c5. This is really the main idea behind this line. Because why? White is attacking on b7 pawn and e6 bishop. e6 bishop is the most important piece for black, and if black should play this position for small advantage, he need to keep both bishops. So check on c4, and white is going to g1. Is ready to play a really amazing chess plan, because soon we will see when white will go to f2, f3, f4, f5, f6, f7, f8, g and h8. But it's interesting what's happened if now white is playing knight to d3. I will tell you that this move is a mistake because of this pin knight to b4, and because of threats to take on d3 or to take on c2. White is losing pawn, and maybe has big difficulties. I'm not speaking that white is lost, I'm speaking that this position is absolutely okay for black, and if I should choose to play for white or for black, I will pick up black I will pick black's position because I believe that here two bishops are much more stronger than two knights. Okay, but let's come back to move to g1 and long castle. After move b3 is another interesting position because now it's up to white, up to black what he will play, because bad move is to go to e6. And I will show what's happened if black is going to e6. If black is going to e6 immediately, of course, white will take and will take on c6, and I believe knight to e4. And this position is a really typical position where knight is stronger than bishop. In this position, black has lots of pawn weaknesses, and knight is absolutely monster, and black bishop is not so strong like this knight, so with nice advantage for white. It's good to see how this position should change in one or two moves, and for this reason black went to g5. Of course, at the one side white is attacking on c4 bishop, but black has threat to take on e3 check and to take on c5 knight. c5 knight is a really important piece because it's waiting to take on e6 this bishop. So what to play? Of course, one is going to e1, and now if black is going to e6 is the same position. White will take one more time on a c6 and knight to e4, and this position is great for white. Absolutely nice position for this knight, and white should enjoy this endgame because this is a really super position for white. Okay, that's another story. Bishop to h4 and rook to b1. Now bishop to g5, and of course if white should make it draw, is going to e1 and b1 and back, and is nobody winning. But here this position is starting to be exciting because white is playing to f2, f3, f4, and now it's going to f5. It's difficult to take pawn on e4, and I checked this variation with my engine, and looks like white will be checkmated in next 7 or 8 moves. I will show you this variation of what's happened if white will take on e4. It's a really nice story how these strong chess players are so strong, and they know that they should not take this pawn on e4. What's happened if white will take on e4 is black is going to d6 check, and I will show faster this checkmate because at the end this checkmate is beautiful one. Is threat checkmate on f2. Okay, check, 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 and checkmate. So that's one of the many variations how black will be winning if white will take pawn on e4. So g5, and you know, if white is a strong chess player, he's not taking on e4 and is going to f5. Maybe now black believe that is winning because, you know, so weak piece on f5, so many threats. Somewhere there should be a checkmate. It must be checkmate. So how to win this position is going to e8 and check on e5. Maybe check on e7 is not a bad idea, and I will show that white is absolutely okay here because on g7 white's king is on the best square. f5 pawn is a runner, and you know, everything changed. This is not good position for black and great position for white, and amazing piece on g7. So let's come back and watch this game because check on e5 and we are on f6. If now black will take on c5, white should be okay. If he will take on c4, take on d8, e4, and somewhere here looks like white has great position because of this piece. You know, it's hardly to see so often in a middle game, this piece so far, so strong and so cool. So great picture of this position and this game, and black went to g8. Okay, he took piece, and now white is piece up. White is piece up. Check and check, and we are on g8, and we are there. So well done to David, because this is a really amazing picture of this game. White's piece from g1 is standing on h8 and still is just standing in the right square, in the best square, and in case of every endgame, white should be winning because of this piece. Okay. He took on f2. Of course, if we are going to g8 is a rubbish position. So if white believe that has chance to win this position, is to take to f2, and he did, and he's going to f1. Okay, black took on g2, but the main plan for white is to take on h7 pawn, g5 pawn, and play h4, h5, h6, 7, 8, and winning. So check, check. Okay, some variation, but this variation favored white. He is going for endgame, and he believed that these two pawns are winning pawns. Main plan is to take on h7 and go as soon as possible, as far as possible, and win with these two pawns. Okay, maybe somewhere here this position is still not lost for black, but it's difficult for black, and this means that black has to be careful and play the best moves in this position. Black will play a mistake somewhere here because he's playing to d5, and the right move is to play to c3. I will show what's happened if black is playing to c3. So it looks like this position is a draw, because it will be not possible to win this position for white, even he has two runners. Looks like white should win this position after g5 and g6, but no way. This position is no way to win for both sides. Okay, but here black made the last mistake. He went to d5 and h3, and after h5 is lost because of check and rook to e5. It's now not possible to stop these two pawns, g and h, and white won. White won this game and won the best chess game of the year 2015. We saw a really amazing game, amazing position, and amazing maneuver where white was running from g1 to h8, and still it was the right plan, in the right position, in the right time, and at the end it was the winning piece for white. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I believe that you like this game, you like this video, so press like or follow in my YouTube chess channel, and I believe I will see you next time. I hope so. So thank you very much. I wish you a good day and see you soon. Bye bye.